Hi, welcome to Mainland Cycle Center's new vehicle department. Today we're going to look at a 2012 Kawasaki Teryx Sport. This is a Sport in the super black, has the lime green cage. For those who don't know, the Sport models come standard with the alloy wheels. They also have upgraded shocks on all four corners, so it's an aluminum bodied shock with remote reservoirs in the front and the rear. Now some of you are thinking, well, the regular Teryx has remote reservoirs in the back and it's an aluminum body shock. Yes, but it's non-adjustable as far as compression dampening and rebound dampening. The shocks on this model are fully adjustable for both spring preload, compression dampening, and rebound dampening on all four corners. So it's a much upgraded shock compared to the standard Teryx and Teryx LE. And it does make a difference out there on the trail. So if you're looking for the best ride, the best performance, the Sport Teryx is the one you want to look at. I just love the graphics on this. It has the classic Kawasaki green on the cage and the bumpers. Some graphics with the lime green, yellow, and blue in it. The blue shock springs on it, which we'll look at in a minute. Just looks fantastic. Okay. Kind of gave it a little walk around. There's your cargo bed, diamond plate steel in the bed. The bed tilts. There's a little latch right here. Boom, just like that. Tilt your bed. While we got the bed up, we'll go ahead and take a look at these rear shocks. So there's your rear shock, the blue shock spring, and we'll see if we can see this or not. But there is the compression dampening, and then on the bottom of the shock, right down here, is the rebound dampening, and then these nuts right here will let you adjust the spring preload, and you have that on both sides. So it's an aluminum bodied shock with a remote reservoir with compression, rebound dampening down below, and spring preload right there. Also, while we're under here, let's talk about these rear brakes. This uses a multi-disc wet rear brake, so there's not a brake out here at either wheel. The brake is actually right here, and it's built into this housing that houses the rear pinion gear, the final drive. And the brake is actually called a multi-disc wet rear brake, and that brake rides in an oil bath, the same oil bath that these gears ride in. So because of that, these brakes stay extremely clean. They're not exposed to the mud and dust and all of the things that a regular disc brake would be exposed to. So not only do they work really good as for stopping power, but then they also have an extremely long life. We have yet to replace a set of these rear brakes on the Teryxes, and you probably won't either for a long time. Probably going to last the life of the vehicle. Last quite a long time. So the rear brakes on these are just incredible. Just a really awesome feature. Okay, so then your bed closes back up. Got a tailgate on the back. There's your tailgate latches. These have got a 2-inch receiver on the back. There's your 2-inch receiver and your shock on the other side. But fully independent suspension front and rear. So lots of ground clearance. 26-inch Maxxis tires with the alloy wheels standard. Great looking wheel. These side curtains on these are new for 2012. A lot of you will notice. A little buckle right there. I'll undo that. Let you get out into the vehicle. And we've got our console mounted shifter. So you've got low, high, neutral, and reverse. Just move your shifter through the gate to go through those gears. These are selectable 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. And here's your selectable 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive switch. We'll talk about that in just a minute. The 2-wheel drive, of course, keeps just the rear wheels engaged. The rear end is locked all the time. There's never any slippage at the rear wheels, meaning between the two rear wheels. When you put it in 4-wheel drive, you engage the front end, and it's a limited slip front differential. Which that means is it's going to try to send power to the wheel that has traction. Excuse me. It's going to try to send power to the wheel that has traction. But it's a limited slip front differential. So what you have is you have the ability to lock the front differential. This is the differential lock. You can see it says unlock and lock. and you pull this little lever back to lock the front differential. And what's kind of unique about the Teryx is you have the ability to set the amount of lock that you want. And if we pull it back just a little bit, like we just did, it'll maybe let the front end slip just a little bit still, which will be a little maybe safer on the equipment, depending on what kind of terrain you're in. Or if you really want the maximum traction, maximum lock, you pull it back hard, and that'll give you that maximum lock. Okay, so locking front differential, selectable 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. This does have the drink holder in the dash. It just pulls out like that. Got a little glove box right over here. It opens just like that. 12-volt power outlet. So cell phones, GPSs, iPods, MP3s, all of those electronics that we take with us nowadays. Here's your headlight switch, off, low beam, and high beam. These are fuel injected, so just turn your key on. Make sure it's in neutral, crank it up, and just starts right up. No choke, starts easily, revs easily, just does real well. I'll show you that digital instrumentation real quick. So there's your speedometer, and I hope you guys can see this, but it's got a fuel gauge, odometer, speedometer, clock, hour meter. It tells you if you're in 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Neutral light, oil pressure warning light there, all that good stuff. So just got a gas pedal and a brake pedal right down there. Here's your parking brake right there, parking brake release. You got some clean outs here in the floor. This little there will pick up and let you clean out the floor to wash the floor out. Your headrests there. So starting in 2010, the Teryxes have had a tilting front end, so you got a little latch right there. Grab this little peg and pull it. Another one over here. And do your little rubber, pull that, and that'll tilt your front end. And there's no storage under here. It's all suspension, but for maintenance and cleaning, it helps to be able to tilt that front end. They've moved the radiator, the coolant reservoir rather, underneath here. The radiator is under here with an electric cooling fan. There's your master cylinder, rack and pinion steering. There's a picture, a good look at those front shocks. Again, you can see compression dampening there, rebound dampening there, and then of course the nuts up here will adjust your spring tension. You can see the blue shock springs on them, looks real nice. But there's a look under the hood. These are a 750cc V-twin. If you've never driven a Teryx or maybe even one of the Kawasaki brute forces, you really don't know what you're missing. There's just nothing with a single cylinder motor has the power that one of these V-twins has. They just really run nice. Just the twin power pulses do really well. Lots of torque, lots of power. But there you have it. 2012 Teryx Sport with fuel injection, alloy wheels, aluminum shocks, fully adjustable. There she is. Great looking bike. We are Mainland Cycle Center, and we are located about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45 in LaMarque, Texas. Our website is mainlandcyclecenter.com. Our phone number is 409-948-4969. Give us a call, shoot us an email, come by and see us. If you've never ridden a Teryx, come by and take a demo ride on one. We'd love to help you and love to show you that. All right, thanks for watching.